Ok, hablemos entonces de phrasal verbs. Como sabemos, las phrasal verbs son principalmente formadas o conformadas al juntar un verbo y una preposición. No es la regla escrita en piedra, hay algunas phrasal verbs que tienen una estructura diferente, pero en esencia podríamos decir de que las phrasal verbs son verbos, son acciones que están conformadas por un verbo raíz y por una preposición. Usualmente tiende a cambiar el, el significado de ese verbo al complementarle esa oración drásticamente. A veces sucede, a veces no sucede, pero sí sucede más veces que, eh, que las veces que no. ¿Ok? So, phrasal verbs son muy usadas especialmente en Norteamérica, todo lo que tiene que ver con Estados Unidos y Canadá. Así que vamos a ver un poquito de phrasal verbs. Es importante manejar una lista de phrasal verbs. Recomiendo comenzar desde las más cotidianas, porque las más cotidianas eh, son las que nos van a permitir no solamente expresar escenarios de todos los días, sino entender cuando este cajero, cuando esta persona con la que interactuamos todos los días, está expresando un phrasal verb, ¿no? Cuando recibimos instrucciones, cuando leemos cierto contenido en Internet, en redes sociales, pueden aparecer, así que es muy importante. Comencemos con la primera entonces. Miren acá, tenemos el verbo actuar, to act. Pero miren qué interesante que en el momento que yo agrego la preposición up, act up, yo obtengo algo completamente diferente, ¿sí? Ya tiene que ver algo de portarse mal, con algo de no funcionar. Esto se aplica en gran medida a los dispositivos y a las máquinas. Eh, Acá donde yo estoy son las 9:10 de la mañana, disfrutando un café. Are you guys coffee lovers? ¿Le gusta el café, chicos? ¿Ustedes disfrutan, comienzan su día con un cafecito? Who are coffee lovers? If you guys can put on the chat window, if you guys are coffee lovers, if you guys enjoy coffee as much as I do, put it in the chat window. So you see, in this example, it says, um, the computer is acting up again. It keeps freezing every few minutes. And what it means is that the computer is malfunctioning or not working properly. Okay, that's what it means. Dice JC Manualidades. Yes, I do. Let me put it in the chat window. Who loves coffee here? Who loves coffee here? Coffee is one of the most wonderful things in the world. Coffee is fantastic, guys. Coffee makes your life better and easier. So you see, in this particular case, the computer is not working properly. And that's what the phrasal verb is intending to express, is acting up. Let me give you another example. If you have the cell phone with you and you're watching TikTok and you're trying to scroll down and you can't, probably your phone is acting up. Okay? Probably your phone is acting up. So that's what it means. And it's typically used for devices and machines. Devices and machines, okay? Most of the times, acting up. Cell phones, computers, machines, when they are not working properly, they are acting up. Does that make sense, guys? Do you guys get to understand the meaning and application of this phrasal verb? Dice Fernanda Charrúa. I love it. Fernanda, qué bueno verte por acá. Tal vez si puedes poner de dónde te nos estás uniendo. Sería excelente. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We love having you here. Estamos claros, chicos, con to act up. Veamos otra. Yo tengo el verbo to add, que como todos sabemos es el verbo agregar o añadir. So, si ustedes ven el phrasal verb to add up, ¿sí? El phrasal verb to add up es tener sentido. Pero tener sentido es de la óptica numérica, chicos, ¿ok? Cuando algo matemáticamente, cuando algo numéricamente tiene sentido, entonces es to add up. Dice Fernanda Charrúa, I'm driving. My experience now is better. Many people speak Spanish. Yes. Yes, California, one of the great things about California is that you are going to find a lot of people able to speak Spanish. Same happens in Florida, more specifically in the Miami area. Everybody speak Spanish, right? I have some students who laugh when they tell me, sometimes I want to practice my English in Florida and I go to a particular place or business and they're like, why are you speaking English? We all speak Spanish here, like no need to speak English. And it's so funny and frustrating at the same time because they want to practice their English. They want to practice their English, but they can't since everybody speaks Spanish only. It's funny. So Cesar says, I have a lot of experience in cold calling with companies in the US. Okay, so you have sales experience. Cold calling, guys, cold calling is tough. Okay? Like in order for you to be a successful cold caller, you have to be patient, you have to be mentally strong, persistent, resilient, because you have to deal with rejection several times. Maybe you're going to call 100 numbers. Probably 85 are not even going to answer. The other 15 will answer, but maybe one will say yes. Two, three, depending on the conversion rate, but probably less than 10. And in order for you to be able to tolerate that level of pressure and that level of rejection, you need to be mentally strong. I have respect for cold callers because cold callers are tough, guys. Cold callers are really tough. Yes, sir. I know what I'm talking about. I did some cold calling, and I gotta tell you, man, like cold calling is another level. Okay. Fernanda Charrua says, I would like to improve my English. Yes. I think if you live in California and I think if you want to, take your job or your profession to the next level, I think it's imperative for you to improve your language. Cesar says, but I like it, to be honest. Yes, you have to like it. You have to like it. I recommend to working in cold calling only if you like it. If you don't, it's going to be hell for you. You have to like cold calling. You need to have this sales DNA in your body, in your mind, to be able to do sales that way. Okay, so let's take a look at this example. It says the bill doesn't seem to add up. We need to double check the items and prices. Yes, sir, sales DNA, absolutely. Right? You need to have this Jordan Belfort DNA. So the bill doesn't seem to add up. We need to double check the items and prices. And what it means is that the total amount doesn't seem correct or consistent. You see, from a numbers perspective, from a mathematical perspective, the bill doesn't make sense. The numbers on the bill, the charges on the bill, don't make sense. The bill doesn't seem to add up. Me explico con esto de to add up. Cuando algo tiene sentido matemáticamente, cuando algo tiene sentido numéricamente, aritméticamente, it adds up. Y cuando no tiene sentido, it doesn't add up. En este caso, le dieron una factura y la factura parece no concordar con lo que ellos ordenaron, ¿sí? Y por eso dice, the bill doesn't seem to add up. We need to double check the items and prices. Item, artículos, ¿sí? Productos. We need to check the items and prices. We need to do it. Does that make sense, guys? To add up? And you see, it's very different. As I said, like the verb to add is agregar o añadir. Pero al agregar una preposición tan pequeña como up, la connotación, la connotación cambia completamente. Luis Contreras está haciendo una pregunta muy interesante. ¿Qué significa la palabra sim? La palabra sim es un verbo. ¿Ok, Luis? To sim. Y eso es parecer. ¿Sí? Por ejemplo, Luis, yo te puedo decir, parece que va a llover. Parece que va a llover. It seems it's going to rain. It seems like it. Entonces aquí dice, the bill doesn't seem to add up. Parece no tener sentido. La factura parece no tener sentido. Parece estar mala. Matemática y numéricamente hablando. Luis, mira, no es lo que parece. It's not what it seems. Okay? It's not what it seems. Perfect. Okay, so that's to add up, to make sense from a numbers perspective. To bear. To bear es soportar. Sin embargo, bear with es aguantar o tener paciencia. Tiene que ver bastante el tiempo. Dice, please bear with me for a moment while I find the right document. Todos los que hemos trabajado en atención al cliente, este bear with me es muy utilizado, ¿sí? Es como decir, espéreme un momento. Bear with me. Sí, espérame un momento. Quédate conmigo un momento. Please bear with me for a moment while I work in your account, while I work on your situation, while I fix your problem, while I find the right document, right? Please bear with me. Es cuando le pedís a alguien lo dice ahí en el meaning, ¿no? To ask someone to be patient and wait for a short time. ¿Sí? Que la persona sea un poco paciente y te espere por un momento. Vale la pena resaltar que es un periodo pequeño de tiempo. Como cuando uno dice, espérame un momentito, espérame un momento, por favor, bear with me. ¿Sí? Please bear with me. Tenemos break, que es el verbo romper, quebrar, to break. Y el break into es irrumpir o entrar a la fuerza. Cuando alguien quiere entrar a propiedad privada sin consentimiento y sin autorización, esa persona está breaking into. Lo repito nuevamente, entrar a un lugar o acceder a propiedad privada sin permiso y sin autorización. Veamos un ejemplo. Dice acá, someone tried to break into the house, but the alarm went off and scared him away. Someone tried to break into the house, but the alarm went off and scared him away. Un consejo, recomendación, si pueden, si están en la posición de hacerlo, si pueden el ejemplo leerlo en voz alta, sería excelente. ¿Sí? Someone tried to break into the house, but the alarm went off and scared him away. And what it means is that someone is attempting to enter the house illegally or forcefully. And those are the two main components. It has to be illegal and it has to be forcefully. Okay? One of those things have to happen. So someone tried to break into the house, but the alarm went off and scared him away. That's to break into. El Lacayo, hey teacher, hello again. Hey, how you doing? It's great to have you here, my friend. Thank you. How is your morning going? I'm enjoying this cup of coffee. I like to start my day with a very nice breakfast or a very nice cup of coffee. I think it sets the tone for the rest of the day. And you have to start your day strong, guys, with the right attitude. You need this battery at 100%. Your mind in order, your soul in order, your thoughts, your feelings. You can start with gratitude, guys. Gratitude is a very, very healthy feeling. It's very healthy, guys. A very good practice is to make an inventory of all the blessings you have in your life. Thank you, God, because first of all, you decided to give me another day. Guys, some people didn't get another day. Some people, unfortunately, passed away last night. They were not able to make it. And you and I, all of us, the 90 people we have here, we were given another day. So I think it's great to understand that that's a blessing. That's a gift. It's a beautiful thing. The fact that we were given another day. So you see, we make an inventory of our blessings. Thank you, God, because I have health. Remember, health is the most important possession we have. It's your most important asset. Even if you have $100 million, if you are on a hospital bed, I'm telling you, it's game over. You can't do anything on a hospital bed. You cannot work. You cannot spend quality time with your family. You cannot even spend the money you already have. You can't. So thank you, Lord, because you gave me health today. I'm healthy. My family is good. So you see, when you begin with this tone of voice, when you begin with this mentality, now the day is about how better it gets. It's about how better it gets. You see, problems at work? No problem. I'll fix it. Problems with money? No problem. I'll fix it. I have the most important things. I'm healthy. You gave me another day. It's about how better it gets, guys. I'm telling you, that's the right attitude to start the day, for sure. Nicole Rodriguez says, I understand everything, but I don't have that fluency. Nicole, um, what you have to do is to start using templates to express your ideas. Okay? People think that in order for you to become fluent, you have to know more words. I personally disagree with that. What you need is a format, a template to express your ideas. Okay? That's what you need. And once you begin to understand that, it's easier to learn connectors. It's easier to communicate your ideas because you already have a template. You already have a format. So practice the formats to communicate ideas. We teach that in the academy, by the way. That's one of the things that we do. We teach in the academy how to express your ideas in a very coherent and eloquent way because that's what you need. Your ideas can be very basic, Nicole. Like you can express yourself with a very simple grammar. But if you organize your ideas correctly, if your ideas have a structure, you are going to sound very eloquent. And it is very important because, unfortunately, this is human nature. This is not me, okay? Don't hate the players, hate the game. This is human nature. There is a natural tendency to associate the intelligence of a person with the quality of his or her communication. So it means that the better you communicate, the smarter people think you are. And the opposite happens. Okay. So if you want to establish a goal in your life, has to be to become a better communicator. To become a better communicator. You have to. Okay. Now, another thing, you have to practice speaking. Okay. So some people tell me like I'm able to understand a movie 85%, but I am not able to talk. Okay, so let's stop watching that movie, which takes you 2 hours, and let's use those 2 hours to speak. To speak. Now you need to readjust, redirect your energy, your time and effort, and now you need to speak, Nicole. If you can listen very well, that's fine. Now you have to prioritize talking. One of the things I do with my students when my class begins, I ask them about their day. How was your day? And the intention behind that sentence is that they are able to describe their day because what they're doing is describing events in past in a chronological way. Do you understand how important and how powerful that is? It's very, very important. Okay. So I always ask them, how was your day? How was your weekend? And they have to do a recap of and start doing is thinking out loud. For example, if you're cleaning your house, okay, right now I'm going to clean the house. I'm going to start with my bed. But first, I'm going to put these sheets in order. Now I'm going to clean out my closet. Before this, I'm going to call my mom because I need to know. And you see, you are expressing your thoughts in English. You're thinking out loud. Thinking out loud is very, very powerful, guys. And we can do it all the time. If you are at the gym, you can work out and do this exercise. If you're traveling, you can do this exercise. Okay, there are certain moments in time where you're able to do that. Okay, where you're able to do that. So afraid of speaking too. Yes, you see, that's the name of the game, Liz. It says speak, speak every day. That's exactly what you need to do. Now, Elkayo is asking, what days do you broadcast on TikTok? Whenever we have time. Elkayo, okay? Whenever we have time, it's hard for me to find a time on the day where we actually do these live sessions, but my intention is to have one live session, at least one per week. That's going to be the frequency. If I can do two, that would be great, but most likely it's going to be one. The time exactly, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're going to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Saturdays. Okay. Do you have private classes? Lou, we are an online academy. We are an academy for Latin America. Okay. We are an English academy, online English academy for Latin America. If you go to 5ringsacademy.com, That's our website, 5ringsacademy.com. You're going to find the different type of courses that we offer. The one I recommend is the hybrid. The hybrid, guys. If you're interested in learning English, the hybrid modality is the way to go because you have access to an online platform, and on that online platform, you're going to find videos, lessons, exercises, quizzes, and simultaneously, you are going to complement that with your live sessions. You're going to have live classes with a live teacher and a group 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Each session is 1 hour, and we have 3 levels: basic, intermediate, and advanced. Each level takes 4 months. It's a monthly membership. You don't have to pay a contract. You don't have to sign up for a contract. There is no registration fee. It's $69.99 a month. $69.99 a month, and there is no contract. So you can go month by month, just like Netflix or Spotify or Disney Plus. It's a monthly membership, right? It's exactly the same with us. $69.99 a month. If you have previous knowledge, you can perfectly make a placement test. So we can determine if you are intermediate, if you're advanced, or if you need to resume from the basic level, right? Jandri Basabe, this is interesting. Jandri Basabe says, mine is the opposite. I don't understand well. That was my case when I was a student. That's why I feel so identified with that. I had no problem speaking. I had serious problems understanding. So in my case, I had to redirect my time and effort to listen more. So I had to listen to, movies, podcasts, audiobooks. Yeah, that was my case, Jandri, for sure. So, right, guys, that's the hybrid learning. That's the hybrid modality. Okay, $69.99 a month, and it's the live classes are on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay, if you are more like a self-taught guys, you can perfectly do the self-paced, which is $14.99 a month. That does not include the live classes. It's just the access to the platform, but it's still a very good option in case, in case you are a self-taught. 5ringsacademy.com, and I would recommend a hybrid modality for $69.99. All right, guys. So are we guys clear with this particular phrasal verb? To break into. To break into. Someone tried to break into the house, but the alarm went off and scared him away. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look at another phrasal verb. I have to call. Okay. And call off is to cancel. You see, to call off is to cancel. At the moment I add that preposition off, that's to cancel. Okay. We had to call off the wedding due to a family emergency. And what it means is that the wedding had to be canceled. As simple as that. We had to call off the wedding due to a family emergency. It means the wedding had to be canceled. To call off is to cancel. Now, there's another element on this sentence that I think is worth refreshing, which is due to. Due to is perfect for you to introduce causes. Okay? It's perfect for you to introduce causes. Remember, sometimes we are going to talk in this cause and effect format. You see, Nicole, that's what I'm talking about. Right now, this sentence is in a cause and effect format. I explain the cause and I explain the effect. Okay? Cause and effect. Cause and consequence, right? Action and reaction. So due to is perfect for you to introduce causes. Due to means, let's see on the chat window. What is the meaning of due to? What does due to stand for, guys? Let's put it on the chat window. Due to. What is due to? Due to. Can someone help me on the chat window? Give me the translation of due to. There you go, Ricardo Castillo. Thank you so much. Due to means debido a. Y es perfecto para introducir causas cuando estemos hablando en este formato de causa y efecto o de acción y reacción, de causa-consecuencia. ¿Sí? Perfectamente. Se puede utilizar. Algo que me gusta de due to, ¿sí? Denise, debido a, efectivamente. Algo que me gusta de YouTube es que es muy flexible a la hora de ponerlo en oración, ¿sí? Es muy flexible a la hora de ponerlo en oración. Por ejemplo, yo te puedo decir, due to a family emergency, we had to call off the wedding. ¿Vieron? Puedo ponerlo al inicio. Es flexible, permite hacer eso. Due to a family emergency, we had to call off the wedding. O te puedo decir, we had to call off the wedding due to a family emergency. And it's exactly the same thing. ¿Sí? El orden, no, el orden puedo cambiarlo y el significado va a ser el mismo. Gramaticalmente siempre va a estar correcto. ¿Sí? So we had to call off the wedding due to a family emergency. Check in, registrarse, esto ya lo sabemos. Esto es tan sencillo como to arrive and register at a place. Okay? We need to check in at the hotel before 3 p.m. So it means that you need to arrive and register at the hotel before 3 p.m. Check in. We need to check in at the hotel before 3 p.m. Guys, I want to make a pause and remind you that if you really like our content, feel free to join our YouTube community as well. As you know, on TikTok and on Instagram, que por cierto, si no nos siguen en Instagram, también síganos en Instagram. Pero lo que quiero decir es esto. El contenido de TikTok es, ustedes lo saben, un contenido rápido, principalmente. ¿Sí? 60 segundos, 90 segundos. Ese es el spam of attention. Pero existe cierto tipo de contenido, chicos, que por naturaleza, por defecto, es más complejo o requiere una explicación y profundizar en el tema que por ahí te puede tomar más de 60 o de 90 segundos. ¿Sí? Eso lo hacemos en YouTube. ¿Sí? Con la misma calidad de detalle, con la misma precisión, respetando siempre su tiempo, porque no sé si ustedes pueden ver el común denominador que tiene nuestro contenido es que vamos al grano, ¿sí? Vamos al punto. No nos detenemos en hablar de otras cosas, vamos al punto. YouTube tenemos ese mismo formato, pero profundizamos más en ciertos temas y ciertos aspectos del idioma que sí requieren profundizar más. Por ahí vas a ver videos de 7, 15, hay videos de hasta 25 minutos, porque a veces el tema así lo exige. Se necesita explorar en sus diferentes dimensiones y eso lo hacemos en una forma más cómoda en YouTube. Así que si no están en YouTube, los invito a que se suscriban a YouTube y nos pueden encontrar con el mismo nombre, Five Rings Academy.
Recuerda suscribirte a nuestro canal y activar las notificaciones para estar al tanto de todo nuestro contenido. De igual forma, recuerda dejar en los comentarios cualquier tema o aspecto del idioma inglés que te gustaría que abordáramos en nuestros siguientes videos.